Welcome to the Old Stream Farm, episode 8, with me, Mr. Silly P. Field 10 is on its first growth stage, so I can get away with a bit of weeding. So we'll start off with that. And then I've got some equipment I need to sort out. Trouble is, my list of equipment that I want is growing and growing and growing, which is a bit of a concern. I'm going to replace the seeder I've got with a 6 metre rather than a 3 metre, but I do need the second seeder so I can do all the different types of seed, so I'm going to need 2 seeders. The loading wagon that I was leasing I've given back, and I need to buy a loading wagon because I need one for the farm. What else? I was thinking about a cultivator, but I have got the plough, so I can plough instead of cultivate, as far as I'm aware. That I've got to check, but as far as I'm aware I can do that. I want to get a baler. I want to get the butterfly mowers that go with the Novacat 301 ED. Is it 302 X8? Is it? Whatever it is, anyway. So yeah, there's a bit of a list. I need to get a feeder wagon, the TrailedLine, SiloKing TrailedLine, and none of these things are cheap. So it's going to be quite an expense, and then all of a sudden your million's gone. That's without even looking at a new tractor or a bigger tractor, a replacement for this New Holland or a third tractor. That's without looking at harvesters to replace or get a bigger harvester. You know, start doing that, your money disappears. So we'll see how we get on. I'm going to do a few bits at a time as and when I need them for the episode I'm doing. I'm not going to go crazy and just buy tons and tons of stuff, although, you know, there's nothing better than a good old shopping spree, but, you know, I think I need to be a little bit measured with it. It's probably the best idea. So I shall carry on with this. As you can see, the colour of the ground is changing with the weeding, which means it'll be on its next growth stage. The seeder put down one lot of fertiliser. The seeding, this will take it to its second, and then I think it will need another. Well, did I fertiliser spray it? No, I fertilised it. I ploughed it and fertilised it. I then seeded it and fertilised it with the seeder, and now this should be the third then. This will be it. All the fertilising state's done. I'll just leave this to grow as I can my soybean in field 1. Field 4 needs seeding, hence getting a bigger seeder, and I was going to put wheat in that. Whether it's for bales or for the straw or for whatever I'm going to do, it will need doing. I shall continue. Okay, my first job, and it's not really a job. I did say I would do it in one hit, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it in little chunks, but to be fair, I've got the money sitting there, so I'm going to pay off. How much I pay off? 20,000 off my loan. There you go, 20,000 other. Brilliant. So that's 20,000 off my loan. And what I'll do is every now and again, like I said before, I'll come and pay some off. Now, the seed is there, it's got to be sold. So that's the first sale. Next thing then is the first purchase. Now, although I've just sold a seeder, that's not the first thing I want to do. First thing I want to do is get the SiloKing TrailedLine Duo 1814. What a mouthful. Because there's something I want to try. The silage should be fermented, that should be ready to go as well. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to purchase this. It's the first time on FS17 I haven't gone for the self line. So this is the TrailedLine, which should be up here. Like I say, I'm not going to go bonkers. I'm going to get the bits as I need them. When I need to do the seeding on field 4, I'll come up and I'll get the seeder and I'll gradually kind of work my way through. Otherwise this whole yard just ends up being clogged up with stuff. So I'll get stuff as I need it. Now this has got 16,000 litres capacity, and it should do exactly the same job. Looks very much like the anaerobic digester at the biogas plant. When they went from 15 to 17, they changed from the Fliegel ones to these sort of style. I did get criticised the other day for not indicating. I should be indicating. I don't always remember, in all honesty. Plus on the PlayStation, the controllers, it gets a bit fiddly. When I remember, I'll do it. We'll just say that, which is probably not likely to be a lot. Turn the beacons off now. Now we're nearly back. Now, I have been told this hasn't worked for other people in the past on different maps. I'm going to try it. I'm not holding out much hope. I've got grass and I've got hay. Have I still got hay? No, I think I used it all in storage. What normally happens is when you put grass into these, it turns into hay. That's fine if I can do it from here. If I can't... Nope. Oh no. That means you're going to have to put it into a trailer, tip it. I thought if you could just do it directly from there, that would make life so much easier. Which is going to make it a real pain. And then the other option then is bales. So that's going to be the next thing to do. Ah, that's annoying. Never mind. I think baling's going to be the option then. I think I'll just run over a chicken. Mildly run over a chicken. So, normally for a mix in here of total mixed ration, and there are various different ways of doing it, I normally go for 1 part straw, 1 part silage to 2 parts hay. So 4,000 straw, 4,000 silage, 8,000 hay, and that normally gives you the mix you need. Now, this is fermented, 100%, so it should say open silo. Yes, it worked. Brilliant. I've had issues with that in the past. That has opened, which is great. Now, because in the past I've used the self-line SiloKing, you just come and it does it itself. Because I'm not using that. Now I have to be careful with this because I only want 4,000. So it's only going to be a bucket and a... well, not a full another bucket. Should have put the rear weight on. Didn't think to. But I should have done. That's right in the way, isn't it? So not quite another bucket. I need 1,500. But at least it's my first step. That should do. Slightly over, but it's not the end of the world. I don't have to be exact. Just good enough. There we go. So I guess the next purchase then is going to have to be mowers and a windrower. And then probably the baler, and do it as bales, which means I'll need a bale fork and start sorting bales out. But I don't know whether to do that now or whether to do the... I might just get field 4 sorted out, get seed in the ground on field 4. So I think the next job's seeder. I really was hoping that was going to work under the silo, but it was not to be. One of those things. So jump back in here. That should be saying, what's it on? 4015, so it's pretty close. Let's be honest. Where should I pop this for now? Stick it here. I'm getting through a lot of chickens today. Just pop it there. Right. Front mower. Let's go up and buy the butterfly mowers and a windrower. So, back up to the store. I'm glad the silos worked and we've got fermented silage. I do have, it's not straw and hay, I've got something actually, while I'm doing this, kill two birds with one stone. No, you know what, I'm going to keep the Brantner. The Brantner comes in really handy when you've got pigs. When you're only moving small amounts of feeds and stuff around, that comes in quite handy. So actually I'm going to buy another trailer, not just replace it. I want to get a larger one, not something massive. The fields on this map are not huge, so even on a good yielding crop I'm not going to need a 59,000 litre trailer, unless of course I do a silage harvest on one of the bigger fields, because normally when you're doing the silage you do get quite a lot, but even then just do a few loads on a smaller trailer. It's not, you know, not a big deal. That said, you'll probably find in about 5-6 episodes I'll be back up here buying a big trailer. Right, back into the store then. At least I'm checking things off my list. Right, mowers. Right, so I've got the 301 ED. I now want the Novacat X8 ED. God, that's not cheap, is it? Whoa, this money's going to go down quick. And a windrower, because that's going to make life a lot easier. Now, the width of the butterfly mower is only 8.4, so the 9.3 Kuhn is fine. The hibiscus is just way too big, don't need it. I did see a mod the other day, it was the hibiscus Lely Profi, but it was a modded one, and it had a rear trailer hitch, so you could hook up mowers on the front, you could hook up a windrower, and then behind the windrower a baler, so you could do the whole lot in one go. It was impressive stuff. Unfortunately that has not become available on the mod hub, but you know, what are you going to do? Right, this is now where I'll start making an absolute hash of things. £70,000, good grief. Goes quick. Right, drop that. Mowers first, I think. So, because it's the Novacats, if you've watched the episodes before, if you've watched any farming simulator before, you'll know the Novacats can be hooked together, Pottinger and Novacats. So if I hook that there, now generally they go on the back, not the fronts normally, but it doesn't matter. But you can then hook the front mower on with it. It looks cumbersome, it looks ridiculous, but it works. So now I've got a double mower set up on the front, but it does mean that I can on the back. If you see now, I'm completely off balance and those wheels are spinning. I just need to hook up to this, and it will give me the weight I need over the back axle. That's not too bad. So now I can mow on the front, windrow on the back, and I'm getting sort of 3 times the grass in each windrow. That's the theory. I'm going to try something a little bit different, although I've just realised I'm pointing completely the wrong way now. I'm going to go out to field G7, which is kind of round behind here, which means I need to come out quite wide and go this way out of the yard. Just mix up a little bit, otherwise I'm always over at the fields over by the farm. Just makes it a bit more interesting. Watch out for pedestrians. Excellent. There should be a turning. Have I missed it? Oh no, just here. There we go. More bumpy tracks. So I think I put the lights on. It's hard to see otherwise. And just here, field G7. All grass. So, first things first then. Let's open up the Lely. No, not the Lely, the Kuhn I went for, didn't I? Unfold. The front. Unfold. And unfold. Now, because I've got them joined, I can operate them together, I can operate them independently, it's up to me. I've got it set. If you look at the bottom right hand corner, the white little block is on the back set of mowers. That should turn the whole lot on, if I remember correctly. Turn on mowers. Oh no, it's just on the back ones. Front mower, turn on. If I go back to that now, I can drop the whole lot in one go, that's what I can do. So, lower mowers, there we go, the whole lot goes down. So the back, lower windrower, turn on windrower. So what should happen now is, in theory, well I've done it before, I know it's not theory, I know it works. As I go along cutting the grass, it will windrow all behind me, so you're getting triple mower work, one windrow with all the grass in it. Then I'll just come back later on with the mower or the loading wagon to collect it all up. That's the plan. It's gone very misty, bearing in mind it's, what time is it? 6:38. It's gone incredibly misty. Try to make sure I turn gradually, otherwise it can make the windrows incredibly difficult to collect up with a baler or the loading wagon. So gradual turns. And grab as much as I can without hitting trees, etc. It's quite hard to see from that angle, isn't it? From there it's better, you can see it. Didn't even check to see if the tractor could do all of this. Well, it is doing it, so it can't be too bad. My next big decision is, do I replace the New Holland? If I do, I might replace it for another New Holland, of course. I shall carry on. And there you have it, field G7 done. It's hard to see through the mist, but if you look down here at level, you can see the windrows just about across the field. So I'm going to come back with baler or loading wagon, depends what I decide to do. It's whether or not I decide to dump all the grass, and then it means shoveling it constantly, or bales. So head back to the yard, work out where I'm going to park all these up. All my new equipment. Oh, I've just killed someone on the crossing. Oh, never mind. Okay, right. Right. I want to seed field 4. I've cut grass. I need to get a baler over on G7, which is just behind there. I'm going to need straw or straw bales, as well as the grass bales if I'm going to do anything to go with the silage. So I'm going to need straw in the ground, or at least wheat in the ground, or barley in the ground. So I need a seeder to be able to do that. So that can sit there, that grass, no problem at all. I'll get a baler, go and bale that up. I will need a bale trailer, I'll need all the rest of it. So I'm hoping there's going to be other bits and bobs, mods get sorted and that kind of thing, that's going to assist me in choosing what trailers I go for I don't say I don't want to use the auto stack. I do want to use the auto stack because the Arcusins it's a doddle to use. But okay then, cedar. I'm going to go with, because I'm not going to go massive. It's not a big map. I'm not doing Condors, Solitaires, the Maestro, or even the Pronto. I'm going to stick with the Vaderstats. I'm going to go with the Vaderstad Rapid A600 S for doing the normal crops. So my wheat, my barley, my canola, oilseed rape, soybean, cover crop or grass. And I'm going to go with the Vaderstad Tempo F8 for doing sunflower. We'll also do soybean, but it will do corn and it will do sugar beet as well. So those are the two I'm going to go for. At the moment, I only need the Rapid. Now that only seeds, it doesn't fertilise, so it's going to mean a case of weeding, fertilising as well, whereas the Tempo does fertilise as you do it as well. So, you know, a few options available. I'm going to need to fill this up as well. So, next new purchase. Considering I sold the Great Plains seeder I had, I didn't have an option. I do need a seeder. And there it is. So, I did have a look in the mod hub. Unfortunately, most of the seeders are in the mod hub, and there are lots of cultivators and seeders and all sorts. Front cultivators. They all seem to be 3 metre ones. I think there's 1 or 2 that are 6s, but not many. God, this is a big bit of machinery. Wow, this is a big bit of machinery. Okay, right. So I need to go down to the garden centre now because I need to fill this up, ready for putting wheat or barley in the ground on field 4. So, very quickly, I'm way off, aren't I? There we go. Okay, down to the garden centre. Depends what route I decide to take. Do I make it an exciting route, adventurous, or normal? Let's go adventurous. Although my mind has gone blank now. Oh, I'll go the long way. Doesn't matter, does it? It's all part of the fun of the map. So we'll end up going round the outside, over the bridge, the big stone bridge, on the western side of the map, over the river, and the garden centre should come up on our right hand side. I say should, I mean, yeah. Unless it's been taken by aliens or something weird. So, fertiliser around the back, but seed is here. And this just does seed, so that's what I need. I will come outside for this because I'm horrific at reversing. And I haven't made my life any easier by doing that, have I? Oh, maybe. There we go. Okay. So hopefully, if I get rid of all this paraphernalia. Right. Refill. So what's this going to cost us? $4,185. It's not too bad, I guess. Right, back over to field 4. And get some seeds in the ground. This journey to get seed has been a proper journey around the map, right around the outside loop. Doesn't take too long in all honesty. Can I get past? Oh, that's a gamble. There's not a lot of room. Yes, easy. Now, I believe field 15 that I haven't even come to look at yet is this one on our right hand side. That belongs to us, me, whichever way you want to look at it. Haven't even been able to look at it yet, so I need to do that at some point. Right, back to field 4. Okay, field 4. I'm going to run a strip across the top here, only because of the trees. I might do a couple of strips actually, it's going to make it easier for getting turning the seeder around later on. So, let's open this up. Now we're looking lined up pretty well actually. I'm going to go to town on some of these trees. Right, turn it on. I've got it set on wheat. Drop it down. There we go. This fog does not want to lift. Or mist, it's not really fog, is it? But I thought it was starting to look like the sun was coming out, but maybe not. Oh, blimey, I'm all over the shop, aren't I? Pay attention. So, a few new bits of machinery today. Like I say, I'm not going mad. Doing the bits I need. That. I am considering one mildly crazy purchase. And when I say crazy, I'm looking at getting another tractor. But it's also weighing up what ones I've used in other Let's Plays already and that kind of thing. I've got the little New Holland and I want to replace it with a New Holland. I did think about being a German map, getting a Fendt, but I've used Fendts on Goldcrest Valley. I did the 700 Vario, then the 900, sort of upgraded. And I've done New Holland Blue Power and the T6s and various different ones. So I'm not sure at the moment, or I might go completely off-piste and just do something else entirely. I don't know yet. I'm thinking. I'm also trying to think ahead of all the jobs I need to do now. I need to sort out. I'm thinking of possibly, because I've got some straw and I've got I didn't use all my straw because I've got straw and I've got grass left in storage. I haven't got hay. I used all that for the cows so far. Of getting one trailer of each, dumping it on the ground, and then with the front loader and a bucket, just making one load of mixed ration, Powerfood, whatever you want to call it now, to give to the cows, just to get them on the way. Because obviously this is going to take a while to grow. So I won't have any straw for bales for a little while. Although I've got the grass cut at the other end on G7, it's going to take a while to get the baler, collect all that up and all that kind of thing. So I might do some Powerfood in a different way. But anyway, I'm going to carry on with this for the moment. Okay, what I've done is got about 4,000 litres of straw. Done that on the ground. That looks way more than 4,000, but apparently it's 4,000. I've got 4,000, just over 4,000 litres of grass, which I'm also going to dump down. I've got it on grain door, so unload. It's funny how when you unload on the floor, the pile looks absolutely massive. Give that a go. Just put that to one side. Okay, now what I will do before I do anything else, because I had issues before, is rear weight. There we go. Right, the work is still carrying on. I think it's just finished actually on field 4, so that's that seeded. So what I'm going to do now then is try to make some Powerfood mixed ration, whatever you want to call it. So silage's already in there. In goes some straw. These chickens are driving me mad. Okay. I've got no fear. You think they'd get out of the way of a tractor, wouldn't you? That's the straw. Now, in theory, if you put grass in here, it should automatically turn it to hay. It's done it before on other maps with bales, etc. So, we will see. Fingers crossed and all that. Okay. Please accept it or we're going to have trouble. Yes. So we're not going to be far off our mixed ration. Hopefully, when I check it. This thing's driving me mad. It's all a bit mopped up. Oh, now that. I had to fiddle around with that mod thing for £1 that was on there. The workshop mod, and it allowed me to place it there, so rather than being in that barn where the door keeps closing, I've got one there, so I can customise my vehicles there. I know it's out in the open, it doesn't look particularly realistic, but problem is it won't let me take it away. Let's put it on there and it's kind of there to stay. Right, anyway, that does not look full to me. I don't know how I've gone wrong with that. I've got all the quantities right, at least I thought I had. So, let's see what we've got. Fingers crossed. Total mixed ration. How have it... Oh. Oh, that's how I've got it wrong, haven't I? Because hay is supposed to be 8,000. I've only done 4,000. Right, I need to do more hay. And on that catastrophic failure, that's the end of this episode. But stay tuned. Start of next episode, I'll be finishing this off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Got a fair bit done. Some new bits of machinery. If you liked it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.